actually a very well-defined 5-day process that helps organizations innovate faster. The idea is that it should be collaborative, time box. We have to come up with something in 5 days, and it has to be tested by a user. And then we could take that idea from a prototype to actually an MVP and then to a full-fledged product.
The whole idea of a prototype is that rather than building a MVP, we are faking it. We are trying to create a product concept which looks real, but we are spending just a day or two to try to build it. And the whole idea is rather than waiting for 5 months till the product goes live, we have some analytics in place and we get some data. Can you get quick and dirty data now? And the cost of making a mistake is very low. We are testing it in the next 2 days and getting results. Is you know how people are reacting to everything that we decided. It's a very open forum where all the ideas are anonymous, they are tangible, they are clear, they're on the walls. And everybody in the room goes around trying to vote the ideas they like the best and why, which helps us figure out the best ideas without any biases, without any excessive discussion, and move forward with identifying the best ideas that the group likes.
It's something that's being used in Silicon Valley with a lot of different products. So Slack, which you know as a productivity giant, they change their product positioning using a design sprint. Even airlines use design sprints to improve the flyer experience at an airport. These are just examples of how you don't have to stick to just digital products with design sprint. And the reason why design sprints actually work is because they use these 5 core principles that I'm going to run through very quickly. One is together alone. So you create together, but you're all thinking alone. Second is outcomes more important than discussion. So everybody has to vote. Everybody has to take notes. Everybody has to come up with sketches and prototypes. So you are more outcome driven. The third thing is getting started is more important than being right. So rather than, focusing on what is the best thing to do, you actually focus on what can we do to get started? What can we do to build something within a week? Everybody in the room is a designer. So we don't just rely on creative people. Everybody can prototype, everybody can sketch. And then we time box everything. So it's important to start on a time and end it on a time so that we are able to come up with some conclusive results.
So the original design sprint process is this 5-day thing that you see on my screen. So 5 days, all these people come together, go from problem statement to creating a prototype and testing it. So we have modified the process where we have compressed the first 3 days into 2 days, and the rest of the 3 days are something that we handle individually. So the client or the stakeholders are needed only for day 1 and day 2, and which is something that's much easier to pull off than getting them to spend an entire week. And the beauty is that because we have gone through these 2 days of aligning, coming up with solutions and creating a storyboard, prototyping is very easy. It's just about creating and translating the core ideas into a digital prototype, and then we do testing, and the last day is creating a report. So this is the format that we use at Parallel and has worked really well with us. And we were very keen to see whether we can pull it off with government, which is where we ran some experiments, worked with DigiLocker, worked with NDAP, and had some very interesting results.